My name is Adam Chen. I'm a BA/MA candidate in History of Art and one of the student curators of Thinking Small, Dutch Art to Scale. The exhibition, on view at the Yale University Art Gallery between February 17th and July 23rd, 2023, explores a range of objects from the 17th century Netherlands that were designed to encourage slow, intimate, and contemplative engagement. As maps from this period reveal, the Dutch conceived of themselves on two scales simultaneously, as an emergent independent power and as a collective of smaller localities. Many objects in our exhibition speak to the global reach of the Dutch Empire, yet are themselves the works of highly specialized local artists, artisans, and scholars. One such object, which was among those that inspired our exhibition, is a Nautilus cup signed and engraved around 1660 by the shell carver Jan Bellekin. Along with his family members, Bellekin belonged to a small dynasty of artists in Amsterdam who developed unique methods of preparing, carving, and incising shells for elite buyers. Upon looking at this object, it's hard not to be immediately struck by the shimmering surface of the Nautilus shell. As lighting conditions change or the object itself moves, its mother of pearl transforms to reveal a variety of colors and reflections of the light. This eye-catching iridescence was the quality that the Dutch most admired and valued in shells, both as collectibles and as materials of artistic experimentation. The Nautilus itself is a marine animal native to the South Pacific. When fishermen initially harvest a Nautilus and remove the animal's soft body, the remaining shell has a textured, matte surface. In order to reveal the underlying iridescence of the shells, it was necessary to bathe them in acid and scrub their exterior surfaces, a laborious process sometimes taking weeks. After Nautilus shells had been polished and cleaned, Dutch East India Company ships transported them thousands of miles to the Netherlands, where they were purchased by collectors or by artists like Bellekin. Artists then incised pictures onto the polished shells by cutting fine lines with a stylus and then blackening them with crushed coal. Bellekin derived the images he carved from print sources, copying directly from the work of artists like Peter Quast. Bellekin covered the entire exterior surface of this Nautilus shell with images varying widely in scale, subject matter, and gravity. One prominent scene depicts a group of men conversing over a gambling table. On another side of the shell, Bellekin intricately reproduces 11 insects, each of which seems to float individually in space. The insects, which showcase Bellekin's refined skill and attention to detail, were likely copied from Nicholas Vischer's 1630 print series, Diverse Flying Insects, which is also present in the exhibition. In another scene, Bellekin satirizes a quack doctor operating on a man's foot. The oafish expression of the patient indicates that he's being duped. The doctor, meanwhile, peers intently through a pair of spectacles, a self-aware detail that seemingly mimics how viewers themselves must closely examine the shell to properly perceive its intricate surface. In another image, Bellekin juxtaposes a pious couple in front of a church with a scene of sexual violence, a frequent subject in Dutch art of this period. By forcing viewers to consider some of the ugliest dimensions of human nature using an object of such iridescent beauty, Bellekin encourages us to see past initial impressions and scrutinize the object more closely. By looking closely, examining, or even holding the Nautilus cup, its multifaceted program of imagery and intricate details are revealed over time.